Hello and welcome. And I'm Robert here at my home office in Granbury, Texas, and I'll be joined with a fellow presenter and leader,
Barbara Ellison. Yes, and I'm here 70 miles north. I'm west of Chicago.
Northwest, somewhere in there around.
Yeah, in Illinois, northern Illinois.
Yeah, it's probably a little chillier where you are right now. So welcome, Barb.
It was actually a kind of nice day today. It was sunny.
Oh, awesome.
And no snow. So that's a good thing.
Okay, so we want to welcome everybody. What's in store the next few minutes? Let me mute the line here. What's in store for you is Barb and I are going to do a little fun. The keyword is fun. I mean, it really is liberating and making everything we're doing fun now. We're going to walk you through an AI, an artificial intelligence. We're going to show you Robert AI, Barb AI, and how you could train your own AI. So we're going to walk you through this. This is an industry-specific tool for direct selling network marketing. Although, Barb, wouldn't you agree, this can be applied to any profession?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I am loving it just because it has made me that I'll tell you honestly, I did not like doing follow-up and commenting. It just was a chore for me. I didn't like doing it because I'd never think of what I wanted to, a cute comment. So consequently, if I couldn't think of a cute comment, I didn't do it. And I got tired of saying, oh, thanks for sharing. What a great, I just got tired of doing that and didn't want to do it. And this has made it absolutely so easy.
I agree.
Loving it.
Agree totally.
I'm loving it.
I had to say, I love you to my honey. So you're going to a meeting. So, all right. So
Hi,
yes,
honey.
We both love it. Thank you. So we're going to show you a little intro video as well about this in a moment. Barb, let's run through some of the main bullet points. So you've already brought this up. If you want to jot some notes down with us, we're going to be covering, this is a pretty fast-paced walkthrough tonight, and you're going to see a lot. So just hold on to your socks, as Jim always says. Make sure they're taped on tonight. So number one, and Barb, just join me in here. So the first bullet point, significant time saver. We went from what took me an hour sometimes or over analysis. Now I think, Barb, 3 to 5 minutes at the most.
Oh, yeah. I got home at like 10 to 3 this afternoon, thinking I had to have a post ready for 3 o'clock for another meeting that I was doing.
Yeah.
In that 10 minutes, number one, before this, I would never even have attempted that. I would have said, "Ooh, yeah, no." I had a post. Now, can you share my?
We're gonna go there. So right now we're just cruising through 8 bullet points.
So within 5 minutes, I had a post with a graphic and like an extra little thing out of the post on the graphic, printing out of the post on the graphic.
Okay, huge time saver. Huge time saver. Making it easy, as Barb's already teed this up for us, guys. We're replying, engaging, reaching out, commenting, answering objections, and without any writer's block. How many of you would love to erase and put writer's block? Just knock it off of it. We never have writer's block anymore.
Right.
But seriously, that's kind of a bold statement, but we don't, do we, Barb? So, yeah. Also, it goes from being kind of a heavy chore to what we're going to post, how we're going to post it, how we're going to comment and reply, to now it's fun. So now we can, and we're going to show you in a moment, there's even a feature in this little AI tool. It's called Surprise Me.
What is the program you are using? Question mark.
We can hear you, so sorry about that.
I love surprises so much. I would love it every day.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So, and you can use it every day if you want. So we're going to show you how that works. And we're gonna tee it up for you, Amy. It's called MyAI. Okay. All right. So most of the social media activities are now in one place. So whether we're commenting ourselves or posting ourselves or replying or answering concerns or objections or engaging, isn't it cool, Barb, that it's in one place now?
It's all in one place.
Yeah, I love it. This again puts an end to writer's block, and we're never at a loss as far as how to reply and comment. simply no excuses. Simply no excuses anymore. All right. So without further ado, let's pull up a little walkthrough, an intro. Please turn up your sound on your devices, and we're gonna play a little introductory clip for you, and then Barb and I will again walk you through the program. All right, here we go. Let me get to that place. Here it is. All right. Good old technology, guys. I keep bouncing out of it, so bear with me. Go down here. Okay, here we go, and enjoy. Can you guys hear and see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Say there's a
There's a full thing that you have to do if you want to get started in affiliate
we have a solid
marketing.
core team. We
Number
say
one,
there's at least
take the call.
Pretty cool, eh? All right, so let's hop out of our full screen and then go into our notes. Barb, let's tee up our notes, and then we'll do some basic walkthroughs in a moment as well. So just a minute here. If you want to make a note, that is the kind of the core foundation site, now.site, for those taking notes. And again, this recording will be posted clearly. Barb, isn't it really cool that we train our AI to do these activities? Isn't that a cool thing? All right. Did we lose Barb?
Sorry.
Barb,
When you plug it, what I like about it, what I loved about this is when I plugged into it, you have to train you do the section first of train your AI. And all it is answering questions about you. See where it says learn about me. And you're going to put in there. So like I put in everything about my wellness playroom. And I have 3 parts to my wellness playroom. So I have my coaching part, which is like where I work with people to find who are you within what you do. So your personal identity. But then the middle part is my Zalevo part. That's my wellness part.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where I talk about my wellness. And then I also have the financial where the Zalevo part. This is the 3 parts that I do are Zalevo, but how to earn income. So this is how you're going to separate, but you're going to be putting in exactly this. You'll just answer the questions and put in everything. And it just fill in the blank.
Yeah.
so
so
that
you-
it knows what to talk about.
Yeah, so you start with learn about me as Barb's describing, and you just answer the questions and then think like me. What are your interests? What are your favorite figures, role models? What are your favorite movies, books, sports? And what's cool, isn't it cool, Barb, that you can go back in here and spend
And
10
add
minutes, 10 minutes tomorrow, 20 minutes next week. You don't have to do an hour even
Nope.
on onboarding your AI. So
No, just get started with your basics.
yeah.
Just get
And as-
started with the basics and then you tweak.
yeah.
You
And
add,
then-
like I keep adding things.
Yeah, you can go back to train and you keep, yes, Barb, isn't that cool? You simply go back and you keep adding things, and
Right.
then your AI, the AI reads your post, it understands your questions, and it starts to think more and more like you. Isn't it cool, Barb, that it comes up with a summary of who you are and why you do what
Comes
you
by
do?
with the summary. And I tweaked my summary a little bit, and I've changed my summary. Because it was like, oh no, that's not how I want it to be sharing. I want it to do this. And I went in and changed some of the things that I have it do.
Yeah.
To be more like how I want my social media to be perceived.
So
And it has been awesome to be able to do that.
I know. So once you get the system, Barb and I are showing you one of the very first steps. And by the way, let's just, this is not a sales webinar. It's $30 a month, guys. It's $1 a day. Okay. So we're not building up to say, okay, buy this now. Barb and I don't really care or attach to who gets this and who joins us. And we're just having so much darn fun and saving us time. We're just showing you guys why we're having fun with this and why it's exciting. Okay. And
I
Barb,
was already using AI. I was already using ChatGPT. But I have found this to be so much more robust and easier to do.
yeah, Barb, let's cover that real quick here. Let's just go
So-
right to the, let's address that very clearly and transparently. And first and foremost, there is no distracting affiliate program attached to this. That's one reason why Barb and I felt very comfortable in introducing it to the community. Barb, you were spending what, $20 a month for
I was
ChatGPT?
spending $20 a month on ChatGPT. So this is $10 more for me. However, I'm using it.
Yeah,
I'm using it so much more because it's all in one place. I
Yeah.
get my post, the graphic, everything all in one place. I don't have to go anywhere else.
yeah.
It's
And
all
we're,
right here.
and we're going to show you how we use it every day in just a moment. So I was spending $40 a month for what's called Jasper. Jasper is very similar to ChatGPT, and it just wasn't as intuitive. It definitely wasn't easy. And Barb and I are going to show you it wasn't set up specifically for what we all do each and every day. Again, $30 a month. And there is a feature in here like Zalevo where it's 3 and free. If you do refer 3 friends or whoever it is to the program through your referral link, then your program is free. Again, there is no other income or affiliate attached to this. And again, let's just be crystal clear. If you are financially linked to either Barb or myself, reach out to us personally. We're happy to send you a referral link. If you're not financially linked to Barb or myself, either down or up, then reach out to other leaders and say, hey, are you using this tool? Because they may have a referral link because they could get their 3 and free. The third option, don't bother with any of that and just go right to now.site and you could get the program just like that as well. So any other comments, Barb, on the cost?
No, just, yeah.
That's
For me,
pretty-
it's not so much the cost, it's just the time saving.
Yeah,
And the fact that I like to do it now, I look forward to commenting and, what's it going to give me today?
right.
And it has improved how I talk to people about my products
Yeah,
and,
yeah, we're
and my business opportunity.
we're going to show you that. So,
So-
so Barb, you're first. I'm gonna hand you the screen share. Are you ready to screen share in a minute?
I can screen, you want me to screen share my screen? Sure.
Yeah, so Barb in a minute is going to show you an example of one of her long posts, and then the surprise me button. And then I'm going to show you how I used AI about 3 weeks ago with one of my favorite posts I did. Barb and I use this every day, but we're going to just pick out some of our favorite ones that we've done here recently. So Barb, do you want me to go first, or are you ready?
Okay, yeah, but you have to either stop share. If you have to stop share.
Yeah, it's all
Okay.
good.
Okay. Here.
Barb is going to pull up her desktop version of the system. You can use this on desktop or mobile.
Okay.
And go ahead, Barb.
This is one of the graphics that I did today. I did it on, I wanted to promote brain health. So I found this within the site. I found this little graphic here, but I did this part. Are you ready to jazz up your brain health? I never knew how to do that. How do you do that? How do you put writing on a graphic? Never knew how to do that. So I'm going to show you how we do that. Whoops.
Barb,
wait a minute.
can you shrink your, all we can see is like the center of the graphic. It's like superimposed.
Okay, that was just a picture of the graphic.
Okay.
But I'm going to go on to my NowSite now. Here we are. Okay, so what I did to get
Barb,
that.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, dear, but
Okay.
we're still seeing the graphic.
Oh. Well, let's just start over again.
Okay, all good.
It's asking me to open my thing again. Hold on, I'm sorry. Let's try this again. Okay. Share my screen. AI companion uses AI technology. I know, yes.
I
you
just
got it.
deleted all that. You don't need any of that. Just share your
I
screen if you
need-
don't mind.
yeah, just
Yep.
share my screen.
All good,
Share my
guys.
screen. Here we are. All right, so now.
And we
I'm-
cannot see your screen if you're sharing it. So
Nope, hold on. I'm in. Okay, can you see it now? You see this little guy here?
yes, so this is Barb's kind of home page on her desktop version. Barb, can you just walk us through what you see when you first log in?
Okay, here, let me sense it. Okay, so when I first go into NowSite, here's what I see. Here, let me move us guys over here. Okay, so this is what I see. This is what comes up. So I just click out of this. Now, on here is be a social media star. So here, if you want to post on social media, if you go comment on social media, or you can start a conversation. And up here, this is where, as you collect stars, there's going to be other things that you're going to be able to do. And you can have contests with people about how many stars they get. It's a whole 9 yards. I'm not quite sure all of that part yet, but if you just keep doing this. Okay, so now on this side here, I'm going to show you how to write a post. Okay. So now this is really hard, people. You have to realize this. This is really hard to do. You're going to click this button that says surprise me. It's really hard. Now you do know how to click a button, right?
That's pretty complicated.
This is really complicated. So this is when I told you I had to make a post this afternoon and do it in 5 minutes. This is what I came in and did. I clicked surprise me. That's what I did. And here's my post. Okay, so this is one of the things, because I love to read. So now all I do is get started. Did you hear that? That's now gone. So now I'm going to go over to Facebook. And here, what's on your mind? And I'm going to paste. And there's my message. So that's it.
Voila.
So now, but I don't want to leave this just as that. I'm gonna add it, just a little bit here. I'm gonna go up here and make this into a bigger sentence. Okay. Share those pages, the page turner, what's your genre, what are you going until you hit the cover? And then I want to add my hashtag wellness playroom. But I also want to say, hey, you know what? What's your favorite book? So you can add what's your favorite book ever. So you add a little bit of your own personality. So now you can then you hit your photo and you can bring up a photo that you want. Okay, now that was the one I already used. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I hope I
Can
didn't.
you use their photograph? It's already just sitting there in your photos. So
It's already sitting there in my photos.
So they give you a graphic as well to go
They
Yes.
give
along
you the
with.
graphic as wait a
actually,
minute. Oh,
you
but I
choose.
have to, wait a minute, it down, okay, wait a minute. So I have to tell it I have to tell it to give it to me. There it is.
Barb, if you can
No.
just, if you don't mind, just go slower because you're going really
Okay.
fast. So
Oh, okay. So then for me on mine, I just hit share. And so now it's it's in my photos. Okay. So now I can just come back here and add the photo out of my, and there it is. So now if I don't want to put any graphics on top of it, then I can just use it as is. Okay.
yeah,
So now there's my post and hit next and post.
yeah. And Barb, you want to comment too how now you can go back to the original NowSite and you go to
Now
LinkedIn or Instagram and it will change the verbiage to fit the platform.
So now I'm going to go to LinkedIn. Okay. But now I want to do something different with the photograph.
Hey, Barb, do you mind clarifying? Can you go back to Facebook? Look at the verbiage.
Okay, can we talk about the wonders of getting lost in a good book?
Now go to LinkedIn.
And now you go to LinkedIn. In the world of busyness, it's often go, go, go. But let's take a moment to appreciate the simple pleasures. Because can I make this bigger?
It changes it to fit your platform. We can see it just fine, Barb, but
You are kidding me. Like
No,
it's
it changes
oh,
it.
and
But
now,
now
Barb,
you can also do Instagram and you can do Twitter. It'll
Now-
shorten it for Twitter.
hey, Barb, can you show them how now you can add a little text and say, don't you love her hat? Or I love reading a book wearing a sun hat. You can
Right.
actually pop the text right into the,
onto this graphic. Okay,
Right.
so now here, I'm going to change the image. So, or you can edit the image, or here, I want to show you, you can upload, say you have an image of your own that you want to use. All you do is upload an image. But I'm going to say here, and it's all of this is Pixabay. So now I'm going to put in there. So I'm going to put in hat. So here's all the hats, but that wasn't what I want. So I'm going to put in books. I want a book with a hat. Let's see what you can experiment with everything
oh, that's a cute picture with the kids.
with
Yeah.
the kids. Okay, and they're reading a book. So let's get that. So now here you can add text to the picture. And you can just darken this a little bit, and this you'll play with it. And so this is, you can darken it, but now the text. So what text? Okay, somebody give me a text. What would you want to put on a picture like that about reading?
I would put one of my number one reasons for reading is so my grandkids will love to read as well, or something like that. So,
Number one reasons for reading.
or reason singular, but yeah.
One of my number one reasons for reading
There we
is
go.
to share with my kiddies, with my kiddos, 'Cause
Okay.
you
So
say,
while she's doing that, is it easier to do this on a laptop rather than a phone, or do you have it both places?
okay, we'll get to that. Great question, Jill. Great question. Okay.
Okay,
But
I'm
now
just
down
getting
here,
so excited, sorry.
Yeah, you
nope,
gotta
yep.
play
Okay,
around
so
with it.
now here's your font size. So now I want to make this bigger,
Or
little bit bigger. Okay. Now I want here. So now you can either have regular, you can have light, you can have bold. You can change how your font looks. You can have your alignment. We have their left, middle, right, depending on what you want. So I want mine to be in the middle, but now I want my color. So do you think the white looks good, or would you like black? You know, you can change the color. So here, let's put red. Let's try red. Oh, no, we don't like red. Let's do blue. Ooh, we don't like blue. Come back to somewhere in the middle.
So Barb, I know you're having fun, but we got a lot to cover, so.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Okay, but I'll go back to white. All right. So now I've got that on top here. I hit OK. I just add that. You can save it if you want to use it again, or you can just add it. Your get started. There it is again. You hit post. Now you're on. It automatically takes you to LinkedIn. Start your post. You paste. Now you just add your LinkedIn image. I add it to my photos.
And depending how
back to
you do it,
LinkedIn.
yeah, yeah.
And everybody's machine is different. And there's my picture. Open it. There I am.
Yeah, Barb, I want to comment here for people watching this. Barb, I've been using it 4 months. Barb been using it for about 2.5 months. Most of my usage for this MyAI NowSite has been on my phone because I'm running around. I'm not always at my laptop. And so most of my things, posting pictures and editing, posting, has been on my mobile phone. Barb is the opposite. So,
Yeah.
so
This is why we started with me. I do it on my computer because I'm a mouse girl. I like having a mouse where I can just cut and paste and right and left click. Robert, so now Robert's going to take over and how he does it on his phone. I have discovered doing it on my phone. The only thing that I do on my phone, though, is I comment on other people's posts while I'm sitting at the doctor's office, or I'm sitting, you know, like the other day, I happened to be sitting at the restaurant. There was not one person in the restaurant, and the owner had gone. And I said, "Well, I'm gonna play on NowSite on my lunch hour."
Hey, Barb,
And
before I grab the screen again, can you just demo to the group one example of replying on somebody's post?
Oh, sure.
And then I'll use a couple of demos as well.
Okay. So now in here, it'll tell you can write a message. Like if you want to write a message. Now, so when in this little box where you are writing a message, it says comment on a social post, start a conversation, or cold outreach. When you click on cold outreach, it'll ask you, what is your objective? Okay, so that I haven't done a lot with that yet, so I'm still experimenting with that. I'll be very honest with
If
you.
you can, just show us what you do frequently.
Okay, with the post. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back here because I'm going to comment on a post, comment on a social post. Okay, so now let's go into LinkedIn and let's go to a post. All right, here, Frank. I just copy what they've said. Go back into my notes and I say, put in there. What I have done is I've put add and appropriate for me, because all of this, remember, the AI knows you now. An appropriate comment and a personal insight. That's for me. You'll have what you want yours to say, and then you hit generate.
And Barb, I would always add for my friend blank. And that way the AI, when it writes it in there, it writes it and addressed to that friend and that person.
Okay, yeah, okay, yes, I do, but I put it, but when I do it for myself, I put in their name themselves. This is for when I'm doing people that I don't know. This is what I do when I don't have.
That's my point. You don't need to add it yourself. The AI will add it for you.
We'll add it for you. Okay,
if
see,
you'll-
you're learning something new every day.
At the bottom,
Alright.
the bottom box, if you'll put in there after and a personal insight for my new friend blank, then the AI response will be personalized.
Oh, okay. Let's do it. But I like that post that it gave me. No, so for my new friend, what was his name? No, I'm blank.
It's okay. I wanted to show the group
Oh,
that one
But
more
that's
time.
okay, so I'll put that in later on the next one.
Yeah.
All right, but so now you've hit generate, it comes up here, you can read it, and all you do is hit copy to clipboard. And you get the little that you've done, and you've made a little star. I go back to LinkedIn. Go down to I like it, and I post it. I read it. You've nailed it with the power of words. Mind if I borrow a bit of that wisdom for my day? And hey, send a little prayer for focus my way, will you? I could use an extra dose today. I would totally say that.
Yeah.
And I hit post,
There you go. So,
and I'm done.
and for those watching, if you hardly ever go to LinkedIn, Barb could do the very same thing on Facebook, obviously.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
Or on Instagram or on anything.
Yeah.
I love that because I tend to go in and just be like, oh my gosh, I love this. Or like,
Yeah,
I never
exactly.
say anything
I got-
like, great. Yeah.
All right.
I got, Jill, I got absolutely tired of saying, oh, thanks for sharing.
All right.
Yeah.
Hate it.
I'm gonna show you a couple of real life examples as well, along with Barb. And I'm gonna show you examples which I've already posted. So, you know, Barb and I could show you all kinds of examples that are new as well. I want to show you a couple of my favorite ones that many of you, if you follow me, you've already seen, but now you can see under the hood, if you will. By the way, great job, Barb. And let me pull up my Facebook account.
And
And
if anybody has any questions, let us know or reach out to us. I mean, I love playing with this, and I like playing with people on it. So if
Yeah.
you want, just let me know.
yeah, believe me, you'll have a ton of questions. And before I show you a couple of real life examples, I want to say something that will hopefully put your mind a little bit at ease. Every weekday at 10 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Mountain Time, this company in this community does a wonderful getting started. It's always different, isn't it, Barb? There's a training,
Every day.
a training Zoom where you plug in with other users of this MyAI, and the trainer is high energy and she's lickety split, but she's simple enough, and you'll learn a new activity, a new way of doing things pretty much every day. Barb and I plug in a couple times a week, probably the same for you, Barb. So,
Yeah.
okay. So now,
One thing I will say that when you're first starting, like for the first week, all I did was surprise me.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
surprise me. And I tweaked. That's all I did, because I didn't have the bandwidth right at that minute to try to learn something new.
Yeah.
So for the first week, while I was learning, I did surprise me. Absolutely.
absolutely. So, okay. Let's say it's Saturday night or even Sunday morning in this case. And Sunday morning is typically my soulful Sunday. And if you ever get stuck and you want a theme for the week, I'll show you how to find that as well in just a moment. Well, let me show you that first, okay? So the other day, I asked the system, could you design for me a 3 posts a day for the next 7 days and with a theme of the day? So I wouldn't have to think out my week. I was kind of at a little stalemate. And so I went to my it's my homepage, and I went over here to my AI, and there's my AI chat. Remember, Barb and I have already showed you how to train it to think like you and write like you and reply like us. Now I asked my AI, I went to my AI chat over here. All right, so let me just show you the prompt that I ask it and how I come up with, I didn't have to think about what I was posting for the entire week. I could just plug into it. And let me show you how I came up with that. 1 second. It's coming up. You can see I use my AI a lot.
I use my AI a lot.
Okay, here it is. Can you please, I talk to AI like I talk to anybody else, in case you're chuckling at this. Can you please, I'm chuckling at, I'm being polite to my AI, which why wouldn't I?
Yes, why wouldn't we?
Can you please write out a suggested outline for a week's worth of social media posts with the plan to do 3 per day based on my business and personality? And look at what my AI came back with. Certainly. Here's a great outline for a week worth of social media. Monday, motivation and mindset. Do this in the afternoon, do this in the evening. But again, I do about 3 posts a day. In case you do 1 a day, you would ask it 1 a day. Transformation Tuesday, you'll see me do that and I just plugged into this schedule and I didn't have to overthink my week. I just plugged in and did the do. All right. But now let me show you one of my very favorite things I did about 3 weeks ago. And it was Sunday morning. And I was thinking about my mom, who was, please there's a little feedback. If you don't mind, just make sure you're mindful of your muting on your device. So I was thinking about mom and I said, please write a medium length post for Sunday morning in an endearing, inspirational, yet very engaging style, weaving in the biblical line or scripture, he who honors me, I will honor. And the main lesson is about balancing our week and spiritual walk. All right. And I said, here's what made it very, very personable. Include a reference to my late mom, Betty Rose, explaining how she honored her creator and uplifted others. All right. And then she helped others see that God-given light inside of themselves. And look at what and I had a beautiful picture of my mom and it was a beautiful post. Look at what my AI came back with. Good Sunday morning. I said, welcome this dawn of the day. We're on a journey here. Mom was a beacon of light and strength. And she's always with me, etc. So it was just a beautiful post, and I posted it, and I got about 50 or 60 likes. I got about 35 to 40 comments, and again, it was very personable, and I was honoring my late mom, who I love dearly. She's in heaven now, and I was able to put out. I was letting my network know about why I am who I am, you know, and they were getting to know me a little better. That was my
Robert, I have a question. I love that. If it was longer than you wanted it to be, like any given post, can you tell it to shorten it?
Yes.
Like, okay.
Yeah, or you can copy this, paste it, and you don't have to copy it and paste it just as is. You can delete whatever you want to.
Right. Okay.
But yes, that's a great question. So,
and one of the things too, Robert, that I want to share is that if you've made something in your chat and say you like with me, I like to post things on LinkedIn, but I don't want to do it. I want to schedule it. You can take what's in your chat and schedule it onto LinkedIn.
yeah.
So like
Yeah.
I have posts now scheduled until Friday.
Or on Facebook as well. So
or on Facebook on your business page, you can schedule.
Yeah, and I'm just, part of my goal here was to show you, and even anymore, the other day I wanted to tell the team, please help me compose an invite to my wellness community, even about boards. And I even asked my AI to help me come up with when I was training on boards the other day. All right, and that's my AI helped me do that. And then remember I sent a team update a few weeks ago, and I wrote it in the style of John Wayne, and it was really well received, and I got a ton of engagement. And I wanted to show you where this came from. I think it's right up here. Oh, it might have been a later post. I just wanted to show you how creative we can be here with the tool, guys. Well,
I loved that post, Robert.
it was really fun.
And I think the biggest thing is play with it.
Yeah,
You cannot make a mistake. If you don't like what it gives you, do it again.
yeah.
You know, you're gonna play with it until it's like, oh, that would work, or parts of it would work.
Well,
You
yeah,
don't use all of it as is. You pick and choose.
and if you get stuck, like what do I do? Some video examples. Please show me 5 video topics that have been proven to be highly engaging for individuals looking for the right collagen. All right. So remember, this AI is not just what we've taught it. It's just like ChatGPT. So it's digging around the whole internet, around the planet. Here are 5 video topics that have been proven to be highly engaging for individuals searching for the right collagen supplement. So here are the top 5 engaging videos when I plan to do my next little series about collagen. I don't have to overthink it. I don't have to have writer's block about the title. It's right here. And if I don't like these, I can go back here and says, please simplify this, and I can be more niche and more specific, even to a marine collagen peptide. So, and again, then I ask it this question. This is kind of cool. Please lay out the verbiage for producing one video on the following topic: the ultimate guide to collagen, a comprehensive video explaining the benefits. Guess what? It gave me a complete outline that I could read, or, you know, show some bullet points about the complete guide for collagen. I may just post that as a written topic,
What
post.
in the world? This is just crazy. I feel like I'm in the Jetsons.
No, it's pretty cool. Please write a fun, engaging post about the magical and rare sense of being on purpose and feeling a deep passion for our work week, and then ask a compelling question. This is my Motivation Monday post, or I Love Monday post. And I said,
Yeah.
and you can tell the AI how to even title your post. Title lead is I Love Mondays, write a fun post, hope, renewed belief. These are my 4 points. And then ask a compelling question. I'm very specific. And guess what? I Love Mondays. I would obviously delete title. The very word conjures up a groan across the land, hope, renewed belief, a gift, the go-giver, truth seeker. Let's be a force for good. This is exactly like I would write the article, but it would have taken me an hour and a half to write. And it took my AI assistant about 30 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway,
And play with it, and go back to play with what you ask it.
Yeah,
Play with what you ask it. It's a tool. Play
It
with
is
what
a-
you ask it.
it is a tool. And there is another tool in here, which, how about we show them briefly, Barb, what this tool is right here.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
And by the way, Barb is using this more than I have been, but when somebody replies, you could actually put their message in there. And what's cool, here's what's cool. One of my prospects, her name is Leslie, replied to this message from new friend Leslie. All I did was copy and paste. She wrote me a book. And then my AI gave me a short response to that. But here's another one. Write a response to my friend Gina, who is intrigued about our collagen product, yet says this: that's a lot for me. I know it's high quality. I can't swing $100 right now. And my AI said, well, here's one way to reply to her, which I just copied this. Absolutely. Quality is key. It's great you recognize that. When you're ready, we're here to help you get started. enjoy the group, wake up healthy, and feel free to ask any questions. And so any objection you type in here, and it's say you're not sure how to shift the conversation to business, click right here. You want to offer this into video, click right here. You want to meet them for coffee, you want to overcome objections. Again, as I said earlier on the call, wouldn't you agree, Barb? There's simply no excuses. Yeah, it's
I look forward to doing it now.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
It
So
looks like magic.
Have you ever noticed
Yeah.
how the most rewarding connections in our field
so
are built on
let me
genuine
skip this. Let's say let me ask Barb, let's have fun for a second here. What is the question from somebody in the live Zoom right now? Jim, Jill, anybody? What's a question that you would, if you had a personal coach who could answer any concern or any block you're having in your business, what's a fun question you would ask an experienced coach in network marketing?
Well, I know that one of my things is that I want to say the perfect thing to everybody all the time. So this is going to help. I don't know if that's something that you want to put in
Let's see
there,
what it
but
says. This is where the play comes in, Jill.
yeah.
Just ask it and then ask it several different ways.
And what's your question? So how do you overcome that, Jill?
Yeah. So how do I overcome that?
How do I overcome?
And I struggle doing the be perfectly imperfect. So I don't know if you want to put that in there too.
I struggle recognizing, and I can talk to it too, but that I can be imperfect. All right, let's see what Coach Eric says. So it takes about, what do you think, Barb? About typically about 30 seconds or so.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what's cool, it won't just be a written text. Guess what? All right, here it comes.
I understand the desire to communicate perfectly. It stems from a quest for excellence. Remember that perfection is the lowest standard in the world because it's unattainable and robs us of our progress and joy. Embrace that you are perfectly imperfect. One clear step is to focus on authentic connections over perfect words. Strive to understand and add value to others. This will resonate more than any ideal phrase. Can you share a recent situation where you felt this pressure?
My gosh.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah, wow is right. So picture having a coach right there, just like you're on a Zoom chat with this. What they've done is they poured tens of thousands of his trainings, talks, and books and topics into the Eric AI up here. And so we can, when we ask these questions, it pulls from all that knowledge. So
We don't even need to go to counseling any longer. We can just come to Eric.
there
He
you
can
go.
be the marriage therapist, all the things, right?
All those things. So, all right, Barb, let's tee it up in a bow here. So tie it up in a bow. Let's see. We've already talked about how we can use desktop or the phone, Barb. Let's see. All on one page. We talked about the star system. How we can create a weekly post.
Oh, one of the things you'll notice that there are 6 different kinds of posts.
Yeah.
Do what so you have 6 days and then one day do like and one of the days do another surprise me.
Barb, let's show that real quick. What do you mean by that? So
And
Okay.
don't
Back
forget
on the front page. So
Don't
like
forget there's questions in the chat too, if you're trying to wrap up. So
oh, we got to wrap up here, but there was, Barb, what do you mean by there's 6 ways to respond here?
okay, go down to where you're doing your go down to where you're doing there. Yeah. Okay. No, where you put in the long post, that page. So you're down to the right where you're gonna write. You're just, so you're you're gonna post on social media. So post on social, that's where you're gonna click, post on social media. So here, there's 5 different ways plus surprise me. So if you want to capture, if you have an image, you can put a caption on it. You can ask it to put a caption on it. You'll
Yeah.
tell it what caption you want on that image. You can do the same thing if you have a video. So you can do, and then short text ones, that's where you see those bright texts. And you can do those. So if you do one of those every day, there's 6 days right there. You don't have to think about, oh, gee, what should I be posting today? Well, there's 6 things right there. And then on one other day, just post something, whatever other one you want. Like I tend to post 2 long posts a day. I post a week, I should say. I put it on Sunday and then like on Wednesday, I'll do 2 long posts, because Kimberly all keeps telling us, oh, people like to read long posts. So with that in the long post, and I have it add tips for me. So I pick a subject and then add tips.
And I just ask it a fun and hilarious about wellness. Wellness can be like a mischievous puppy. It needs attention, but it sure brings joy. Ever tried laughing yoga? It's normal yoga, but you get to belly laugh your way to health. Imagine that, laughter as your core workout for the day. And then you could find a really fun image or graphic, and that could be your chuckle for the day. So we're just showing you some fun examples. So what do we have in the chat here? Let's see. Okay, help me out, Barb, are there specific times that work best for scheduling? That's a loaded question.
I have like a thing of when I post on LinkedIn. To me personally, it's a bit of a crapshoot, because when is your audience there? So, but if you want to go look in your analytics and see when your audience is there.
That's a good point. And it changes according to the platform too.
Yeah, and every platform is different.
Yeah, and the answer to Sandra, that's a great question, by the way, Amy. So can we upload our own images? Yes, more than half the time I use my own images, or a lot of times I will use one of their images and then add one of mine. So we have 2 or 3 images attached to the post.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, and do we have to use Chrome? No, it works on all browsers and all devices. And Barb, you want to answer this question? Can this post into Alignable? What's the quick answer for that?
You copy it out of here and put it into Alignable and take your graphic over there too. It's a copy. You copy it instead of letting it download it itself. Copy it and put it over. I do that too. I copy it and put it over into Alignable.
Yeah, so do I. Great question, Sandra, again. How is it possible to add our image and have this process duplicated as a post? To play around with it, again, Barb and I use their images and our own images all the time. And I will highly, highly recommend that you plug into the daily trainings as well. Thank you, Jill. Looks like she had to get. Do you use a scheduler, Barb?
I use a scheduler for LinkedIn and on my business page of Facebook. And I do the same thing as if I'm doing it onto Alignable. I copy the post and put it onto, I have to physically do it. I just can't paste it. You can only paste on the 4 that they have. So then but if I'm going to do it on Alignable or on some other, there's so many. Oh, and one of the things too is that some of the little things you can do, if you do Instagram, you can put it out onto a reel.
Yeah, great point. So Barb, great job tonight. Thank you for joining me.
You're very welcome. Boy, that was a fast hour.
That was a fast hour. Hey,
You guys are amazing. Both of
Thank-
you
thank
have
you,
brought
Jim.
magic. Thank
And,
you,
you
thank
know,
you, thank you.
You're so welcome. Guys,
You're
our peers and other network marketers and affiliate marketers and direct sales people, they're going to be using AI. So as leaders in this profession, which we all are on this line in the recording, we either learn to use it and leverage it or we don't, bottom line. Barb, myself, and a number of you, I'm sure, in Zaleva will be using this. Let's have fun. We'll do regular calls like this so we could all compare notes and see what's working and what's not. And And wouldn't you agree, Barb, that to me, it's helping us just be more creative and bring more value to the world around us. And that's
Oh,
the
I
bottom
have
line.
no fear with this, because if I don't like what it says, ooh, I don't like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, it's
right.
time. It's time for our pulse call. Love and light. This call will be
Love and
posted
light.
on the team site. Thanks, everybody.
Okay, we'll
Thank
see you on the
you.
side.
Great,
Okay, bye.
great info.
ZalevoZoom.com, ZalevoZoom.com.
TheLavoZoom.com.
I'll see y'all there.